Hi, I'm coming at you with Haze from Treehouse, which I think they kind of call their standard double IPA, the one they make the most, but I've had Doppelganger more. Actually, I've only ever had Haze, a little taste of it once when my friend was like, I got this IPA that my friend gave me like a month ago. I don't really like IPAs, and he pulled out of his bag and it's Treehouse, and I think, yeah, it was like 2 or 3 months old at that point. It wasn't horrible. Their beers hold up pretty well. They package them really well, and they avoid getting lots of oxygen exposure that can really make these hazy IPAs disgusting and look really bad after a while. They darken quite a bit, I've noticed. So it's 8.2% alcohol. This one was canned exactly a week ago. And they don't tell you the hops, but from the hints they give you on here and what people said online, I'm thinking it's probably Citra and Amarillo, because Doppelganger is Mosaic and Amarillo. And yeah, so that would kind of cover the hops a little bit. Maybe they use, I don't know. I guess I don't know really much. I don't think they use Centennial or anything like that. But let's just move on. Let's get to the beer. Very pale. Paler than Doppelganger for sure. That's one difference. I don't know about the malt they use in this, probably a little bit of wheat. And they say aromas of orange juice, fresh peach, and papaya. Sounds like a good description of Citra and Amarillo hops there, and it's got a really nice head in this really wide glass. It kind of prevents having a really nice head, but that looks delicious. Looks just like all the other awesome Treehouse beers. And that smells extremely good. Oh yeah. It's got, yeah, they kind of nailed the aromas on there really well. Orange and peach. But I say it's not peachy in the way that Mosaic is. I don't really think there's Mosaic in here. It's more, yeah, it's definitely Citra. It's definitely got that Smarties, juicy fruit, passion fruit, pineapple, Citra thing going on, with plenty of candied orange from the Amarillo. And just that very slight woody like hop essence that I think is the myrcene oil, which Amarillo is like has the highest of all the hops. That also brings a little bit of a perfuminess to it. But yeah, that's just like citrus tropical, juicy fruit gum. That smells very nice. Smells very sweet, and very low on the dank green character. Oh, yeah, it's soft, not effortlessly airy, but it's pretty creamy, and yeah, I'm getting a little bit of malt flavor now. Especially really orange juicy. It's like a cocktail, I guess. Orange and pineapple juice blended together. It describes the flavor really well. Yeah, there's much more candy, cotton candy, juicy fruit sort of flavors in the aroma. Yeah, and I'm getting that classic Treehouse barley flavor that I really like. But it's more candy-ish on the nose, and then more fruity with like this touch of that barley, fresh malted barley flavor that I really like. I'll probably get some of that in the nose eventually when it warms up. And then bitterness is pretty low, just a little bit of a light tart, easy astringency, and I'm not noticing much booze at all. No booze burn, no throat burn yet. There'll probably be a little bit of that. Oh, that is heavenly. I would say this is as good as the Curiosity 39 that I had recently, that I thought was just pretty amazing. But that one used like Vic's Secret, and I think that was Vic's Secret Citra and maybe Simcoe or Amarillo. And Vic's Secret is a cool hop that I don't think they've used much at Treehouse. But this one is actually pretty similar, because the Curiosity 39 was really pale like this, This one has, I would say, a little bit more heaviness on the palate and maltiness. But this is a very fantastic beer. And yeah, it's not overwhelming my palate with hoppy green, intense bitterness or anything like that. It just stays pretty light. Pretty darn good beer here. I'm just gonna keep drinking it. And it's got some complexity to it. Even though all the flavors are blending really well, they're not really offset, but it is a little different from the aroma to the flavor, but not in a way where I wish that the aroma was more like the flavor or vice versa. This is maybe one of my favorite double IPAs. I think I like it more than Doppelganger, but in part just because I'm getting tired of Mosaic. Beers that really feature Mosaic. I'm fine for a blend of hops, and Mosaic's not the strongest one. But that is very nice. Now I'm just starting to notice some booze. And it says barely drying out my tongue. But that's really good. I would do over a 90 easily for this beer. And there's actually I'm getting a touch of grassy notes mixed in with the citrus. It reminds me a teeny bit of Heady Topper, but much more tropical, juicy for sure than that. Oh yeah, it's quite Heady Topper like, even though I'm pretty sure they don't use Citra in Heady Topper. Maybe there's a teeny bit, but I'm sure there's lots of Amarillo in Heady Topper. But this is one of the best double IPAs I've had. And yep, that's what I said last week when I had Curiosity 39, going to Treehouse in 2 days. Hopefully I'll have something really good. They just they said they're gonna release a batch of Bright with Simcoe and Amarillo, but the prices just aren't as interesting to me. I like their really expressive standard yeast they use in all the beers, because Bright has a cleaner yeast, so maybe I'll get some of that one and do a review. Maybe I'll be surprised, because I'm really enjoying hops like Simcoe and Amarillo, some of those ones that were sort of the first in the wave of more tropical hops, and they were definitely eclipsed by Citra and Mosaic. But they're really, really fantastic hops. And I'm getting a nice tangy quality lingering too. It's almost like a banana pear thing, which is probably from their yeast that's like so fruity in English it's almost Belgian, but in its own super awesome way. This is definitely over 90 beer. It's worth doing whatever you can to get your hands on this baby. I would trade a Cantillon for a couple 4-packs of this one. Goodbye.